Hey everybody, this is the first thing I'm recording, doing it all out of order, because we're just starting Please Cancel Me right now. And I'm here with technically my boss, but I don't get paid, Dave Cable, who is the director here at BPTV. Hello, thank you for joining me.
Hey Jay, thanks for inviting me on your first show.
Yeah, I needed to get your approval, I guess, for certain things. You know how they say, it's better to ask for like forgiveness than permission or something, and I think that might also be backwards the way they say it, but what I'm going for here is permission first.
I like permission first better, Jay, so I appreciate that.
Yes. And thank you also to, I'm sorry, Christine is her name?
Yes, Christine McIntosh, the director of the Bethel Park Public Library, is directing this segment for us.
Thank you for being on the ones and twos, Christine. Dave Cable told me that we were enlisting her help and that she was a nice woman, and I told him, oh God, I don't want a nice woman to have to see what I'm about to do here. So, well, that didn't get a laugh.
It's all right, Jay. We don't have an audience.
That's exactly the idea. The first segment that I wanted to do is, you showed me a video about what you can and can't do on the TV, which is generally like, don't be cussing and don't be flashing your pieces, and no matter what kind of, that could be guns or sexual, and the basic things.
Sure.
And I wanted to get a little more granular and see where exactly those boundaries are and how firm they are. And I don't want to irritate you.
Are you sure?
I mean, a little bit.
All right.
I'm prepared to, I don't want to, but I'm prepared to for art. But I wanted to lay some ground rules. This is, of course, your domain. You're the director here, so you are not going to be a buzzkill. If you put the kibosh on things, you will be a buzzkill, but I won't say anything about it. But that's also your responsibility, because if you do not filter out the worst things, then we get shut down. Also, you don't need to elaborate necessarily on why something's not okay.
So
you can just
yes
say
and no.
You can just say no.
Yes and no. That takes the pressure off me, I suppose.
Yeah. So I defer to your authority on this. Sorry, I'm distracted by myself and the camera. We're gonna get started on here with one of the foundational things of my show, which is words. First off.
Wow. Okay. Yes. That's gonna have to be bleeped and blurred out.
Great. I wanted to throw a hardball at you real first.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Yes, that also would be not allowed.
Okay. Titties.
Is that even spelled correctly?
No, and I think that makes it a little more fun and playful.
It may also be allowed then, because it's a nonsense word.
Okay, good. Let's see. Now moving on from there, I don't even remember which ones these are. Okay, now for some actions. One of my favorite things to do is drink. Can I drink on screen?
Yes.
I'm talking about alcohol specifically.
I understand.
Okay.
You're not selling it, so...
That's true.
Yes.
Also, we're like right next to the police station, so...
So, I mean, yeah, if you're in the studio, the answer is no, because that you're in public, that would be public... Yeah, you're not allowed to drink in public. That would be like open container type stuff, and yes, you are right next to the police station, so they could catch you.
They would definitely
easily
get me really quick, because that would be too loud. Okay, now, but on screen, but like out in the field, I can do whatever I want.
If you're at a bar doing a beer tasting, yes, you can show yourself tasting the beer. Does that clarify things?
So this is where we see propriety come into it, because what if I drank way too much and was visibly intoxicated as a bit?
You're taping the own evidence of your public intoxication.
Private intoxication, I'm at my own house.
At your own house? It's a gray area, Jay. It's a gray area.
Okay. Drink before going on screen. That's probably under the purview of public intoxication.
Yes. If you're coming in the studio, you would be in public. So.
Okay. Now pretend to drink. If I bring a big vodka bottle full of water in here and make a scene out of it.
That's called acting. So.
Great.
I suppose you could do that.
That's good to hear. I was not actually intending to do any acting.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that.
Life, but we'll see. What's the next one, actually?
We had kids get in trouble with that one time, actually.
Pretending to drink?
Not drink. They were pretending to jump off a speeding car and pretending they were speeding up further and further. And at the end, they pretend the kid got hurt. So that did not go over well with our viewing.
Can I get a copy of that?
I think they took all of their copies with them, fortunately for me, I guess.
I didn't have this on here, actually, but like a display of violence, like acted or real?
Well, real, obviously. I mean, that's probably against some sort of law. Fake, again, acting. If you don't put it in like some sort of narrative context, I mean, if you're like pretending to do something evil and it's just being documented and you present it that way, I mean,
you don't
I
want
don't
it
know.
to be too real.
You don't want to get into the point where it's like, you're not allowed to scream fire inside a movie theater. You don't want to cause a panic by thinking you're doing something terrible. Like you don't want to pretend you're making a snuff film and put it on BPTV without, saying this is fake.
You're right, Dave. I don't want to do that.
All right.
I'm just being facetious about everything. What's next?
I don't know.
Oh,
you're bored.
Visually display sexual paraphernalia such as adult toys.
Is there rules against it? I mean...
But it's also a conversation about propriety.
Right, it is. I mean, the thing you have to consider is the community you're in, which is kind of the boundaries we as directors are allowed to set. You're not allowed to have, like, really hard rules about content, but you do, if someone came in with me and said, hey, I want to put this kind of stuff in front of the TV.
Yeah. You happen to put this on public access at 3 p.m, and that's not the best time for that.
Right. I mean, there are even rules on broadcasting. I mean, some stuff, it has to be after 10 o'clock p.m. I mean...
Interesting. How willing are you to stay in the studio after 10 o'clock p.m.? Or can I have a key?
You can have a key, yes. We've had people come in. I don't have to be here for people to make TV shows.
That is big news for me.
And sounds like perhaps bad news for me, but continue, Jay.
Okay, so with regard to this topic of the sexual paraphernalia, you're saying that this is probably going to have to be mosaic censored.
Yeah.
I'm making it difficult for myself by moving it around. So what I'm going to do now, Dave, is I'm going to hold this up right here, and I'm going to put a mosaic sensor on it at a very low pixel. It'll be a very coarse pixel.
Yes.
And then I'm going to slowly lower that down to a finer pixel so you'll see more detail. And I want you to say when it's too much.
All right.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
That's very suggestive, Jay.
Yeah.
So, kind of putting me on the spot.
Just say whenever it's too
when
pixel.
It's
Great.
Enough.
I warned you about this segment.
You really did not.
This isn't even visible.
Oh, what a shame. There you go.
Political dissent.
Oh, in what context? What do you mean? Like, what do you?
Well, let's take it from like
political
levels
discourse
of.
is allowed, of course.
Okay.
You're not allowed. I mean, if you're running for office, there are very strict guidelines on what you're allowed to do in terms of political advertising on our station.
Oh, I'm not advertising for anyone. Presumably.
Okay.
I don't really have much to elaborate on this. It was a bad decision.
Well, then, let's leave it at that. Bad decision.
Now, here's something. Up in the corner, in terms of showing some skin, I've made a little red man that says that is all bad zone. The red is bad zone. Like the doctor's office, Dave, would you please undress to your level of comfort on this man by wiping his pieces away?
Do you have anything to wipe with?
I don't know, your hand or...
Oh, come on.
You can take my hat.
Oh, all right. So what? Things that I'm willing to show on TV or people?
No, not you, but like what a person could show on TV. And let's say me. Let's say a male figure.
All right. So let's see. You specifically or anybody?
I don't know. Would that change it? Would you rather see more of me than someone else?
Maybe, Jay. Maybe. Let's see. Is this okay? Yeah, we definitely allow faces. So there you go. Hands. We're good with hands. I mean, yeah, sure. We'll give you the whole arm. Why not? I don't know how you.
Okay.
How
Tank
you
tops
like
are
muscle?
on the field.
I was gonna say, do you like muscle shirts? You can wear muscle shirts.
Sometimes.
We'll give you that. I mean, you can obviously go further than that. I mean, I don't know if I recommend anything beyond that unless you're doing like a swimsuit spectacular.
Okay.
I don't know.
No ankles, though, like we're in puritanical
Nobody
England?
really wants to see feet.
Does this offend you, Dave Cable?
No, but in some cultures it is rude to put your soul in people's faces.
Sorry.
Outrageous slander.
Outrageous slander. This is not reasonable or normal slander that might affect someone's life?
Any slander, I can give you a hard no on that one.
Even like really fantastical?
Well,
like, sorry, what's the name of the mayor of our town again?
Jack Allen.
Jack Allen. If I said Jack Allen was a shapeshifter, is that not acceptable?
It's odd to say and incorrect. So, I mean, I guess it depends on...
Do you think that it'll affect his reelection?
No, he's not running for reelection.
Also, shape changers are in every branch of government, so it's never hurt anyone else before. Okay. Abuse star wipes as a graphic to transition scenes. And I mean every single scene, Dave.
Well,
all
we
star
could
wipes.
have set that up for the show if you had told me you wanted to do that.
It'll be there. But I'm just thinking
I've
in
been
editing.
tempted to use heart wipes during council meetings when they happen on Valentine's Day.
That's cute. But in editing, can we do star wipes?
Yeah, but what would we be wiping from? I mean, we'd be switching this one shot to the same shot.
No, not in this one necessarily, but over the course of the entire show.
Yeah.
This is a segment. This is not a whole show.
Yes. My apologies.
Okay.
Yes, of course. You can use too many star wipes, as many as your heart desires, Jake.
That is a dangerous range of freedom you've given me.
Well, you know, that's up to you.
Based on how this segment has gone, I actually am going to choose not to show you this last one.
Moving around that board is going to make it tricky too, Jay.
Because
I understand. You appreciate the editing job you're giving yourself.
Yes, I'm going to do some real bad zooms into
All right.
what the board says. Well, that's about it. I'm sweating profusely. Thank you so much, Dave, for joining us
No
here
problem,
on Please
Jay.
Cancel Me.
Tried to be a good sport if I could.
You did try.
All right. Thank you for...
Everyone is so uncomfortable now.